back by naughty little donkeys. My first guest this evening is a very fine actor and my favourite comedian in the whole wide world. He plays a squirrel in the new film Open Season, which is in theatres on Friday. Take a look at this clip. Please welcome Billy Connolly, everybody. Sir William.
What
welcome.
have you done?
What?
You're in America talking to people. Look at you.
I know, isn't it very strange?
What would your mother think of you now, you bad boy?
Well, she was fine until I lost the Emmy to Barry Manilow, and now she's gone all funny on me again.
Manilow will do it to you every time. He doesn't write the songs, you're right.
He doesn't write the songs. Other people write the songs.
He's a liar.
He's a liar. I am a liar. You know, I got to say, I went to the Emmys and I looked at it, and when Barry Manilow, before they announced these awards, he came out and did a song and dance, and I thought, well, come on. You know, they're going to give him it now.
Well, why? I think they would lose the doing that. You know, you come out and let him do a bit of a jig, you've got a chance going.
No, he's pretty good. And that was the night before his hip operation. Now he's sensational.
2 weeks ago, I was at Toronto Film Festival with another movie, Fido. I make many films.
You many films, yeah. You're the.
And I had to go down the red carpet, but they put me 3 feet behind Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't know how it felt to be invisible before.
Yeah, no, he's people like him. Did you see the snakes on a plane?
No, I didn't.
No, neither did I. Well, look, though, you've got
they gave the plot away.
No, the snaky boots. Is that snake?
Yeah, python.
Wow. Did you just hollow out a snake and put your foot in it?
Poor old Monty, my favourite. I got them here when I lived here. I like cowboy boots, always. Oh, incidentally.
Oh, yeah? What?
I just... no, thanks very much. I was talking to you... I'm so impressed. I'm deeply impressed.
Why?
I was talking to the guy before I came on the show.
One of the guys that works here?
Yeah. The research fellow.
Yeah, right. Research? Yeah, okay.
And he said, "You have a tattoo?" And I said, "Yeah, I have a few." But on your hand, I have a banjo, and I told him about it. It's a friend of mine, Daryl Adams.
Do you have it? Oh, yeah, there's a banjo right there on your hand. Can we see it? Look, there's a banjo.
It's the kind of tattoo you should really get on your knee, you know?
Yeah. Or
a banjo on my knee, kind of thing.
Oh, a banjo on my knee? Yeah. Oh, you're good at this comedy game. Stay in it. Stay in it.
But when you hear this, it's so impressive. I told him, he said, "Why did you get in a black..." Like, people always think there's a reason for tattoos.
Right.
And sometimes there isn't, but there is with this one. Daryl was a friend of mine, a guy, he's dead now, and he was a banjo player and a great guy, and he was everything I always wanted to be.
Right.
Like a sort of hobo, travelling.
Keep your expectations low, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Then you won't be disappointed.
I always know when I was a child I wanted to be a tramp.
Right.
It's true. Yeah. It's absolute truth. But I fancied a hobo was like... I loved Hank Williams, and he had this character called Luke the Drifter, wandering into the sunset with his guitar. I thought, that's what I want to do, you know?
Right.
I mean, there was guys in my class who wanted to be priests and stuff, so it was kind of normal to be a hobo, you see?
Yeah.
So, but when he was down in his luck, I invited him to Scotland and to put him on a concert in Glasgow. And I gave him some dough and put him in the Hilton and gave him a great time, you know. But before he arrived, I nipped out and got the same tattoo as him.
Oh, he had that tattoo right there?
He had the exact same one, and I met him at the airport and went...
Did you move back to Scotland
He
then?
said, "Bitch." What?
Did he?
No.
Did you move back to Scotland? Have you moved back? No, you've not. Well, where do you live now?
No, I moved out of here.
Well, where are you then?
In Malta.
Malta?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
It's a wee island off Malta called Gozo.
Gozo.
And it's kind of agricultural, it's quiet. I sail my boat, play my banjo, read books, smoke cigars.
Cigars, you say?
Yeah. Wouldn't call the Queen my granny.
No. I don't understand that.
No, it means, it's an expression I heard when I worked in the Clyde. It means I wouldn't see anyone above me. I'm as happy.
That's right. I'm as happy as I'm ever going to get.
I wouldn't call the Queen my granny.
So did you not like LA?
Oh, I liked it fine. But my wife bought a big yacht.
Wow.
And I had 3 houses, and she bought this huge yacht. She went through a kind of midlife, desperate cry for help thing, and sailed off on a 118-foot yacht down into the Pacific, where she writes books and makes television shows and all that. So I really couldn't bear the weight of the whole exercise, the 3 houses and the big yacht. So I sold one of the houses.
It must be hell. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with Billy Connolly, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Billy Connolly. That looks like... You play a zombie in a film.
Aye,
you best me again one more time, Connolly.
Connolly.
Yeah.
Aye, it's weird, because the guy booked me in and he said, there's no dialogue and we're going to cut all your hair off. And I said, why didn't you get somebody cheaper? I
know, because you've got 3 houses in the boat to deal with.
I've got 3 houses and a fleet of boats. I forgot to finish my story.
Oh, what story? What?
Well, I arrived here today and I got your novel as a present.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, which I started. It feels good. I used to fish in the canal.
Oh, right, yeah.
They gave me a postcard and said it with Daryl Adams on it, my hero and hobo pal.
Isn't that nice?
Don't you think that is bloody impressive?
We're very impressive people here.
We run
a tight ship. I had no idea who it was.
Impressed. That's Daryl,
No, that's
my
nice.
darling boy.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He said to me, we had dinner after the gig, you know, and he wasn't very well and everything, and I said, how you feeling, Daryl? Big cowboy hat and all that. And he said, you know, all tattoos and hats. And I said, how you feeling after the gig? He said, you know, Bill, he said, I'm 82 and I've got everything I ever asked for. Damn it, forgot to ask for money.
That's kind of nice, though, isn't it? It is nice. Why do Scottish people love country music so much, though?
I really don't know. Maybe it's the same reason as me when I got into Hank Williams when I was a schoolboy. Because all the pop music really sucked, and it was like, she wears red feathers and a hula skirt and songs like that. And you went, okay, you know, or yellow polka dot bikini. And then along comes a guy singing Your Cheating Heart, and you think, ooh.
Yeah.
Now that's got no polka dots. I like the sound of that.
No polka dots and a cheating heart, that's what you want.
Heart.
And lots of drinking and heartbreak. I think that's important.
The Scottish people love to give themselves pain, more pain, more pain. They do, and they love to sing about missing Scotland when they're still there.
It's true.
You know.
I know.
They go, sing your father, sing a song, father. Oh, I'm far across the sea. My heart will ever be in Scotland. See, you're still here, be quiet. It's the only song your father knows.
It's true, though, but you have a place there, though, don't you? You go back there.
I love it, man.
Really?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love Scotland. I hate the winter. The winter's about a year long now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. Do you know what Scotland needs? A bit more global warming.
That'd be nice.
You know, they should share the global warming around a bit fairer, you know, just give it to the colder folk.
I think it's all right. I think it's a good idea. Where are you in Scotland? Are you up north?
Aberdeenshire, north east, up in the Grampians.
Oh, nice. The Highland. Do you have a castle?
Yes, I do. Well,
really?
I don't. People think I do. I have a baronial house, which is, it's got turrets. It looks like a castle.
Anything with turrets is pretty much a castle.
It's got one of those little windows for virgins to hang out of going, help!
I've got one of those too.
It's, you know those little roundy turrets with the pointy thing? Help! Take the
Hang on a minute, your microphone's falling, I think.
Yeah.
Lay down there. We don't want to record your penis. Or perhaps we do.
Yeah, but help! Let me out!
I'm stuck up in the tower!
I'm in the land of scrotum! Help me! Help me!
Billy, we have to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with Billy Connolly. Billy Connolly. Now listen, I remember when you were just starting out and doing your comedy, you were doing the stand-up comedy. I had never heard a Scottish person doing stand-up comedy before. How on earth did you get into it? How on earth did you start doing it?
Well, funnily enough, the same thing happened to me. Most of the comedians I heard were English guys on the radio.
Right.
And they were great, you know.
Yeah, they're very clever.
Some of them were outstandingly great, like Max Wall and very odd, weird people. And Frankie Howard and guys like
you. Frankie.
Genius guys. Yeah. I only met him the once.
He was very strange. Don't talk like that all the time.
Yeah. And the worst hairpiece you ever saw.
Terrible wig, yeah. Like he would turn and it wouldn't. Yeah, it would stay there. He had a side parting that just did not move. He would.
Hello, Billy.
Yeah, that sounds like him. But so you're listening to these English guys on, and you think I can do that? Is that?
I thought no. I thought, God, that's funny. You know, they're really funny, these guys. And then my auntie Margaret, took me to the Alhambra Theatre in Glasgow, and I saw Jimmy Logan.
Oh, I remember Jimmy.
The Scottish
Logan,
comedian,
yeah.
and he blew me away. And Stanley Baxter, people like that, the Glasgow guys, being funny in Glasgow about Glasgow in a Glasgow accent. I didn't think that was allowed. I thought, you know, you had to be like posh and talk like that.
I say everything's a bit funny, isn't it?
Yes. Can I do it now, sir?
Yeah. Aren't foreign people strange?
And you will, yes. Put that down, Tommy. Ha ha ha! So not in the face, Gene. So it just blew me sideways, and I thought I would like to do that. But by the time I had finished being a welder and all those kind of things,
How do you know when you're finished being a welder? He's like, what?
That's it, I'm done.
Well, from heaven comes this noise. It's something like this.
Yeah.
By this sign shall you know it. Usually you're and usually at the time you're welding where someone urinated yesterday.
Oh.
And it has a peculiar effect on the nostrils.
Yeah.
And I thought, I must think more about it. But that time I was hairy. I had long hair and a beard, a very long beard. They used to call me Ho Chi Minh on the Clyde. the other welders, Ho Chi Minh. So I was too weird for cabaret. There was only a couple of cabaret places. And Variety Theatre or Vaudeville had
it was vaudeville.
It was on its way out.
Right.
All the guys were old. The same old people had just got old. And so there was nothing to do, so I got a banjo. I started to play the banjo and do the folk music places. And there was really funny guys in there, very reactionary, political, funny guys. And so I did that and kind of sneaked my way through. And then I read in the paper one day that I was a comedian. I thought by this point I was a funny folk singer. But it said comedian, but I went, jeez, I've done it.
It just happened.
It was there, it just fell on top of me.
It's fantastic. I remember listening, because your albums, when I was listening to them, we weren't really allowed to listen to them because you would say swear words.
Today, yeah.
In Scotland,
kids say I sneak up when my parents are out and play your stuff.
Yeah, because it's very naughty.
Yes, because I swore and I talk about weird stuff, you know, venereal disease, and I was...
Nothing funnier. Nothing funnier.
Come on.
Until you go to the clinic. It's so funny.
Yeah, no,
a guy told me once all about it. People with a hole in the newspaper get along the street, you know, so you don't identify them in this place. So I told it all about, and the venereal disease clinic in Glasgow's in Black Street. Wasn't that I mean, it should be in...
I had no idea it was in Black Street.
Yeah, it should be in Jolly Happy Street or something. Encourage people to go there.
It could happen to anybody's street.
Yes. But it did happen to him.
Yeah. Oh, dear God.
So it was kind of weird, you know. I was under a lot of attack in Scotland for a long time.
The press went after you.
Didn't they go after you over and over and over and over again?
They still do. They still do.
Why do they attack you so much, the press in Scotland?
They don't like me. I'm a serious pain in the arse to them.
But why? I don't understand why.
Because all the predictions turned out wrong.
Ah, I see.
You know, I was going to be a 6-month thing or a year-long thing, and I would die, and he drinks and takes drugs and he swears and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dee. And it's none
I
of
have
it.
to say I followed in your footsteps.
Thank you!
That's what they do in America, Willie. Billy, we got to go.
22 years.
We're totally out of time. Billy Connolly, everybody, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with William Connolly, a Scotsman, making his way in America. How's it working out for you, Billy?
It's working out great for me.
You like it? You still have a place here, don't you?
I lived here for 13 or 14 years until a couple of years ago. My wife bought a big yacht and the girls got older and they went to college and the wife bought a yacht and sailed away.
Yeah, I heard about that. She sailed around the world. Just sailed around. Did you like go in and out? Just
I would join her. I was working, paying for this.
Right.
And we sold the house up there and she sailed down the Pacific writing about Robert Louis Stevenson and all that.
Oh, and I'd never been down there. I like that.
Amazing.
I like that idea of going down there.
Amazingly good.
During the monologue, I was thinking about going down there tonight, actually. Just tonight, I thought, Pacific, South Pacific, that would be nice.
Especially for Scottish people. We used to... Every Scottish person has holiday pictures of their childhood standing in the rain. on a beach with a bucket and spade.
I know. Fog.
A raincoat and a hat.
I know. Fog as well. I remember a lot of fog. And caravans or trailers. You would leave your house to go and live in a trailer for 2 weeks in the rain. Hooray! Woo, living the dream. Next it'll be fried eggs. One day, son. One day, fried eggs.
You'll eat fried eggs, my boy.
On a plane. On a plane.
On a plate.
Listen, have you got any more? You were talking about your tattoo in the stand-up. Have you got some? You got more then?
I've got stuff up here.
You got the banjo in your hand, right?
I've got a banjo here and I've got tattooed feet.
Really?
Yeah, they look a bit like Paul Smith's socks, really. I'll show you.
Yeah. Do your feet smell Scottish? I don't know.
That's right.
I like your
Smell the heather.
Wow, look at that. That's an odd choice for a man.
It's fun in the tattoo shop when he said, "What do you want?" He said, "Flowers."
Flowers on my feet. Yeah.
Just pansies and stuff.
Are you getting your own pony anytime soon? Why?
I saw myself as covered in flowers when I was older, and I might yet, you know.
I got my first one. I got my first tattoo in January. Yeah, just a wee clan crest thing up there.
Oh, how patriotic.
I thought so, yeah. But I think flowers is where I'm going to go now.
Flowers is good. You know, I couldn't live with all those skulls. And the banjo I got in my hand, but as soon as I got it, I thought, should have got it in my knee.
Banjo in my knee. Yeah, it would have been. But there's still time.
That's right.
If you can get through the foliage. You get through all those flowers and get in there, put a wee banjo on your knee, it'd be fine. Yeah. No, but why do you think you were drawn to that later on? Because you didn't have them when you were young. I didn't have any. I'm 45 and a couple of weeks.
It's just, well, sometimes as you get successful, you think you're not as rebellious as you were. Well, I do anyway, because I've been a kind of rebellious guy since the 60s in most of the things that I've done. And I remember I got my nipples pierced.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it anymore. I had to take them out for that movie, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't have worked for them. How are you, Queen Victoria? Hey, Jack there.
And then I swam in the movie and my nipples shrunk and I couldn't get them back in. And that was pretty much the end.
Where on earth were you swimming? What did you swim in?
It was in the English Channel in November.
Yeah.
So I went back to no, when I got them in the first place, the nipple pierces, there was a guy called Cliff Cadaver. He's in the valley there. He's the best piercer on earth.
Right.
And he said, "Why do you want to do this?" And I told him, I don't feel as rebellious as I did. He went, "Good." Zip, when he put them in. And and I got them in and he said, "One more of us, one less of them."
God bless him. God bless him. That's true. Here, listen, we're about out of time. Will you sign the wee scooter for us? We're signing a scooter. Do you know how Jay Leno had the big kind of Harley Davidson?
Yeah.
We've got a wee scooter we're auctioning off for Chad. You sign that for us?
Sure, I'll
Come on then. Come on. Billy Connolly, everybody. Billy Connolly. Sign the scooter anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. All right. you go. Thank you, William.
It's always a pleasure.
Please welcome the charming and utterly lovely Billy Connolly, everybody. Billy Connolly. Connolly.
Monday.
It's Monday again.
How I love Monday.
It's a lovely day, isn't it? Look, it's been a lovely day in LA
in the
all day.
I love it.
How are you, sir? Can I call you Sir William? Are you a William?
No,
Sir William, yeah?
I'm a CBE.
What does that mean?
I'm
Commander?
Commander of the Order of the British Empire.
So, congratulations. Now, does that mean that if Britain should go into some kind of battle, you'd have to lead a platoon?
No, but I think if I got a body of men together, we could attack people we don't know.
I have the club for you. I'm liking your trousers very much. Did you get them in Scotland?
I got them in New York. This is when I was a child, we used to call this Bumby tartan. Do you remember that?
I do remember Bumby tartan. It was tartan that wasn't really...
It didn't exist as an actual tartan.
Right.
It's just checkery stuff.
It's what they used to sell when Japanese tourists would go to Edinburgh and they would go into tartan shops and they would say, do you have the Yokohama tartan? They were like, oh, sure, yeah, here it is.
Yeah. The loom in the back shop.
Loom quicker! Is that how you loom? I've never loomed.
Aye, there's a bar that goes back and forth and a shuttle that goes that way. So there's a lot of that goes on. The shuttle is a bit like the mouse is now for the computer.
Yes.
It would shoot through the wools in two. Why am I talking
Because
about
weaving is an important part of Scottish culture and Americans should know more about weaving.
The whole idea of it is to make people itchy.
Yes. Yes.
This is by far the least comfortable garment in the world.
Why? I was going to ask, why are you wearing it?
Because I have sinned.
Yeah, I know. Oh, gosh.
And I've read your book, and you have
I have sinned too, yeah.
You have lived my life.
I tried to, as much as possible. Yeah, I used to, when I was about 10, would be just when your first album came out. It's a solo concert. Oh, that'd be the second album, right?
That'd be the second one, yeah.
Right, and we weren't allowed to listen to your comedy because
sin.
It was
Hence
too much.
The jaggedy clothes.
So we used to take, and there were no iPods around, so we had to take record players and hide under bridges with record players and set them up and listen to your.
I love stories like that.
It's true.
You know, because stories about yourself, because you're not invited to these events. When I meet people. It's very odd meeting people who have grey beards who say, I used to listen to you when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
What happened? But I was reading your book, and that's another weird thing, when you read books about your own hometown and streets that you know.
I know, yeah, I know. It's funny. I went back recently to Glasgow, and it's all kind of cleaned up, and everyone's happy with teeth. I was amazed.
It's true.
I know they're all walking around, hi, how are you?
Hello.
Friendliness. I'm like, oh, what?
And they eat croissants and things.
That's right. Try some of this mustard. It's really lovely. It's like mustard.
What? It's Dijon.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. It's a city who's learned how to work the sunroof. It used to be a dark place. It looks as if somebody slid the roof back.
Yes. And why has the weather gotten better as well? I mean, the rest I can explain. You know, time goes on, people get, change, but the weather has got better. It used to rain all the weather's got better, and the whole town used to be in black and white.
Yes.
And now it's in colour.
You
explain that to me.
You are the only person I know who has said that, except for me. I have a photograph standing at the Finnieston crane. It's a big crane on the dockside in Glasgow. And it's in colour, but you'd swear it was black and white.
Well, yes.
The only colour's my face. The whole town's black and white.
You're embarrassed to be not working.
Yeah.
That's what's been it.
Because I was brought up in the 40s and the 50s, and the world was black and white. People don't believe me.
Yeah, no. Well, I was born in 1962, and by then sepia tones were creeping in.
Sepia was creeping in. We fought against sepia.
Oh, sepia!
We demonstrated against it. No sepia here, we said, in proud, happy voices.
Do you have a place in Scotland? Do you live in Scotland?
Aberdeenshire, yeah.
Aberdeen?
Yeah, I have a castle.
You have a castle? That's nice.
Well, it's
have you
not a
been
castle.
raided?
It's a baronial house.
What's the difference between a baronial house and a castle?
I'm not really sure. I think...
Do you have a moat?
No.
Right. Well, that'll be the difference then.
I don't have battlements.
You don't?
No, I have pointy towers and things. And
Pointy tower?
yeah, sort of towers you trap virgins in. I'll tell you the weirdest thing of all. A guy in the village said, "You know your house is haunted?" And I said, "No, I haven't noticed anything." "A headless dog."
A headless dog?
I said, "That's the worst haunting story I ever heard."
It's not frightening at all.
I know.
If they look a headless dog, what'll they do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It can't bark. It can't sniff its own arse.
Maybe it was probably an evil dog and it's doomed to wander all eternity, not licking its own business.
It's the only dog you can get. You have to lick its balls. It can't do it itself. You think taking the dog for a walk in the rain's rough?
Yeah, that would be bad, yeah.
I'll wait to see what I have to do when we come back.
Well, at least the cruelty to animal people won't be angry at us. He's not cruel to animals, he's fabulous to them.
A dog's best friend.
No kidding. Do you have a dog?
Yes, I have a dog. I have a dog called Hamish. He's a Labrador.
Well, that seems very normal.
He's a lovely... In Scotland. I don't have him in America.
Does he not travel?
No, well, he used to... We bought him here in Los Angeles, and then we moved him back to... When we moved to New York, we shifted him to Scotland. I didn't want a Labrador in New York.
Well, that's dangerous, though, because you take an American dog and they drive on a different side of the road over there, he might... he'll think he's safe and he won't be safe. You've got to be careful with that. Still, the way that you treat dogs, he's going to be very happy no matter...
He's happy
He's like,
anywhere I am.
Yeah.
Where do you want to live? The same place as him.
Oh, that's... So you live in New York as well?
I do live in New York.
Do you have pointy towers in your house in New York?
No, I don't. I live in an apartment in New York, and it's very pleasant.
I used to live in New York. I used to live downtown. Do you live downtown?
Yes.
Oh, really? Do you like the...
I live near Union Square.
That's where I used to live quite
I
near
know,
there.
I read it in your book.
Oh, yeah? You really did read it?
Yes. I read your other one as well, the bridge.
Oh,
between the bridge and the
river, yeah.
Yeah, I think you gave me it the first time I was here.
Yeah, I'd say I get rid of that.
But I bought it. I bought it on my fabulous electronic Kindle book.
Oh, do you like... I don't really like the Kindle-y things because I feel like I'm working if I'm looking at a screen.
You do?
Yeah. I like pages.
I like it.
I like
think
pages.
It's great. I like, sometimes in my Kindle I go to turn the page and I have to remember to click my thumb. But I do like it. It's like you can take a whole library on the road with you instead of lumbering books.
I like to do this. And not to dogs.
Yeah, I was about to say. I didn't know you'd a dog.
No.
Oh, you beat me.
I like to do that.
I do that in the dog's ear. Did anybody ever do that when you were a boy at school?
Yeah, lick the fingerprint
and put it in your ear.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
Child abuse. That's
teachers did it.
Teachers.
Priests.
Oh no! See then.
Shut up! What is taking you by surprise?
Hey. Just remember. Where we come from, it was black and white, all right? I think we won them over.
Your kilt is wonderful.
The Stars and Stripes kilt.
It's a beauty.
I've always been a great admirer of your boots that were bananas.
Oh, the banana boots.
They're in the museum in Glasgow.
They're in the museum. School children file past them.
And here are the boots, William Connolly.
The relics of Billy Connolly. And they go filing past them. It's it's weird being in a museum. You feel duty-bound to be dead.
Well, I was going to say, when you shuffle off this mortal coil, will they put you in the boots? And then you can just
They may burn me down and empty me into the boots. I don't know.
Well, no, why don't you have yourself stuffed and put in the boots? In some kind of dog-licking position. don't know. It might be. Although they would criticise you in some way for doing that.
Oh, yes, they always find a way. They find a way.
Get very tough on you. I seem to remember the press in Scotland being very tough on you all the time because you were rich and famous.
If you lead, I don't want to sort of put the spotlight on myself by saying this, but if you lead in any way,
right?
If you're a leader of anything,
well, you clearly.
I don't care if it's crochet or shoemaking. If you are a leader in your field, they will nail you. There's nothing they dislike more in Britain, not just in Scotland, than someone who's prepared to stand alone and do something.
I know. It's why I always go for mediocrity.
Yeah.
Safe. Stay in the centre of the herd,
That's
Craig.
Right. Just clap your dog like an ordinary person.
That's right. Just don't do that. Don't try any of that.
Put that away, you silly man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like it. They don't. If you're not one of the herd, they get very angry and have to have a go at you.
Yeah.
But they always fail.
I know. Well,
because they don't really represent the people. And there's a lot of that goes on in the world. The world isn't did well enough. I've travelled really, really extensively, and the thing that disappoints me most of the time I have a wonderful time, but when I look at the politics of those different countries, the leaders never resemble the people they represent.
That's true. That's absolutely
The people are always in great shape. If you go from Zaire to Alaska to the Arctic to Aboriginal Australia, the people are in great shape and they want very, very little. And then you look at the people who are leading them and they're generally...
You're right. We gotta go. We're done. We're out of time.
Get out of here.
No, absolutely, we're out of time. Yeah, we're done. I have to now at this point throw to a commercial.
Give us a kiss.
Only if you do that thing that you do for your dog. Good night, everybody! Please welcome the lovely Billy Connolly, everybody. Billy Connolly. Please, Sir William Connolly.
What a jolly mob!
Yeah. They're highly paid vagrants. It's very nice to see you, Billy, and nice to see your shoes. I see you're wearing spats. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
Nice to see your shoes.
Nice to see your shoes. You all right? Do you look well? You look very nice. You look like you've been playing jazz.
I just like fancy showing off stuff.
No, it's very nice. I like the shoes. These shoes were made popular by gangsters in the 1920s, you know.
Of course they were.
Yeah.
I've got brown ones and green ones as well. I love strutting my stuff.
Have you ever tried being a transvestite? That's a lot of the comedians enjoy that. I think you'd be good at it. You get the hair.
Big Jesse.
Yeah, no, you've got lovely long hair.
I've got very pretty hair.
Yeah.
I have some casual clothes that I've done little with in recent years. It's probably a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's not bad. Now, listen,
I dressed as a woman a couple of times.
Yeah, me too.
With Kenny Everett. Do you remember him?
Yes, in Britain in the 1980s. Yeah.
Yes, in his show we dressed as women, and we both had beards, and we spoke about facial hair problems.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that actually. Yeah, that's right. Listen, I hear that your wife is in the Dancing with the Stars show.
She's in the final.
That's amazing.
And
congratulations.
Stunning, yeah.
Wait. Whoa. It's not the American one. It's only the British one.
It's the British one. It's on Saturday night in London.
So are you going back there to...
Yes, I am.
And she's going to... What dance is she doing then?
She's doing the Charleston, the quick step, the Charleston, the Argentinian tango. and another couple of dances I don't remember.
Seems like it's a more rigorous competition than the one we have here, certainly.
Yeah, well, I've been coming back and forward. I'm always jet lagged. I was in Canada for a while performing, and then I had to shoot over there and see her, come back, see my girls, go over there. So I've been sort of permanently jet lagged. It's the strangest thing.
Very, very weird condition to be in. Do you find yourself very farty? I find that the pressurization really...
No, but what I feel is my dinners don't process. I have about 4 lined up ready to go through.
It's kind of like at the airport itself, like the planes are waiting to arrive, like the dinners are waiting to... Things are waiting to land. Yeah.
And I'll tell you the worst imaginable thing, waking up fresh as a daisy at 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
When the whole world is asleep.
I know.
And you have only 4 pages left in your book, and you're trying to make them last.
Yeah.
And then the couple next door start to have sex.
Hello, I'm in.
Have you ever been in that position?
I wish I had. So oh, you mean in the hotel?
In the hotel.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Somebody starts banging away next door.
Well, do you know what? Do you know what I hate though is when you hear that and then the dude starts making more noise than the woman. I think there's something rude about that. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, the guys, the men make animal the and the women go yes, 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 yes. And you want to knock the wall and say, could you stop asking her the question? She said yes, for God's sake, are you deaf?
Yeah. I got quite turned on there when you did that yes thing. I was like, whoa, you don't need to dress as a woman. I was like,
cheeky little thing.
I don't know. No, listen, I like the idea of your wife Pamela winning Dancing with the Stars in Britain. That's lovely.
It's extraordinary.
Are you a dancer yourself? Or are you the two you go? Oh, right.
No, I've always pretended to be drunk when I'm dancing.
That's the guy technique.
Myself and my friends, you'd probably know them, Billy Patterson.
Of course,
and all the Scottish actors.
Yes, absolutely.
When we were young, we'd specialised in doing this for a laugh. You know, you would dance with the woman and slowly get lower, bringing her down. So eventually you were like this, and they couldn't understand what you were doing, or take your trousers off. So,
that's not technically legal, Billy.
You know, while the woman is really close to you, just loosen your...
No, Billy, that's assault. That's not nice at all.
It's very, very funny.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
When you watch your friends doing it, you know.
Yes.
It's very, very funny.
I'm not sure. Now,
there's loads of funny things you can do like that. If you're ever at a buffet, an open buffet, you can take out your willy and put it on the plate. And
again, not technically legal.
And then put salad on it.
All right. Yeah, all right.
No, you mustn't. You don't cover it up completely. The object is to have it lurking in the undergrowth.
Yeah.
And then talk to people, you know, and eat bits and mingle.
Well, there's no more mingling than having your willy out at a party. You mean so you have the plate here?
Yes.
You put your pee-pee on.
Then you go
so you're
on
still
the
like that.
buffet.
Like,
So you have the thing on there and the salad, and then you wander around.
But wait, what if you...
And then I say to you, there's the Lord Mayor. Go and talk to him.
Okay.
See, so you go over with you and talk about salad.
Do you want to try some of this?
So they do a lovely tomato here.
I don't know, Billy. And what happens if you inadvertently get to a hot plate?
Then you whack it in, zip it up, and have vinaigrette running down your thighs.
Yeah. You're taking me back now. Those with the
those
day.
Scottish evenings.
Yeah, there's days in Scotland with vinaigrette running
Vinegar
down
in your
thigh.
underwear.
They don't show you that in Braveheart. do
You
they?
tell the young ones today.
Yeah, they don't believe you.
They don't believe it.
We made our own entertainment back then.
Oh, yes.
There were no iPods, just vinaigrette in your underpants. Oh, I don't know. So you're back there all the time then in Scotland now?
No, I live in New York. Although I just got the freedom of Glasgow.
You did not.
I did, sir.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much.
What does that actually mean then? What do you get?
It's just an honour, really. You're allowed to graze your sheep in Glasgow Green and... But I'll tell you the strangest thing, I can fish the River Clyde any time I like.
Yes.
Which is, I thought I could anyway, but
Yeah.
I've been freely fishing it for many happy years.
Well, you've been breaking the law as much as having your pee-pee in your salad. So you can fish the River Clyde and
Pee-pee.
Yeah, pee-pee, yeah, that's right. It's CBS, it's pee-pee here, all right. So you can graze your sheep, and you
can graze your sheep.
don't have any
and
sheep.
there's a bridge I'm allowed to take them across, and I must defend Glasgow at all times, which I happily do and have done for many happy years. But the best thing is, if I'm ever thrown in jail, I'm entitled to a cell of my own.
I think I've got the freedom of the city of Glasgow as well. Because when they put me in jail, I was on my own in the cell.
So was I.
No, I could hear you next door going,
I was
yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Ah, good times.
That's because I had found a particularly nice vinaigrette.
Yeah. Nothing like that jailhouse vinaigrette. Oh, right, I made myself feel a bit sick there. So you get the freedom of the city of Glasgow, and have they given you a knighthood yet over there? Are you Sir William Connolly yet?
No, I've got a CBE.
What does that mean? A credit card?
I'm a commander of the Order of the British Empire.
So that means
nothing.
Okay.
But you get a tie.
Oh, I can't argue with a free
and
tie.
And a medal, you get a medal. It's like an Iron Cross. But it's pale blue. It's a very pretty thing for wearing around your neck.
Do you wear your medals much around?
No, I don't know.
You should wear your medal when you've got your pee-pee in the salad. That would confuse you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because I'm not generally invited to the medal kind of dues.
You'll be going to the royal wedding, though, surely?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't know him very well. I only met him once and he was a wee boy.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Listen, we're out of time, Billy, so is it mouth organ or awkward pause?
Give us a mouth organ.
A mouth organ it is. Now,
we could do a mouth organ and an awkward pause.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Have you ever had an awkward pause on a mouth organ?
I have, but not on TV.
Is that cool?
No, that's pretty much on the nose, Jeff.
Where is that guy? You're not feeding that thing properly.
Yeah. I don't know, he's always at the salad bar. I don't know what he's having.
He's like a deadhead who missed the bus. Oh.
Wait. Do we have...
Can I just go?
Yeah, if you can play.
Oh,
really? No, I have great news. Get it ready. I always said, if ever we had a guest that could actually play this damn thing, we would give them the golden mouth organ that's under glass. Bring it on out. Bring out the golden mouth organ. Look. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah. Sir William Connolly, let me present you with the golden harmonica of CBS. Hey! Listen, just very quickly, as probably some of you may know, Billy Connolly has been my hero since I was a very young boy in Scotland. I've always looked up to Billy, and I've always, I think he's the greatest living comedian today. But everyone, I cannot endorse putting your pee-pee in a salad. Good night, everybody. My first guest tonight is a brilliant actor, a fantastic comedian. He's a legend from the great country of Scotland, which is oh, very nice. And he's a fantastic new film called Quartet, which opens in New York and Los Angeles and then Friday, and then it goes nationwide on January the 25th. Take a look at this. You look fantastic, but there's a snake around your neck.
Oh, yeah.
Look, is that a snake?
Oh, no, it's a wee thing. My daughter's boyfriend made it. Her ex-boyfriend, as it happens.
That's going to be a bit awkward then. Doesn't she have something to say about you promoting his jewellery line?
I just suddenly took to it a couple of weeks ago and I've worn it every day. I don't know what's happening to me.
Is it in any way related to a snake, or is it?
No, it's just...
It looks a bit snaky. It feels snaky.
It feels a bit snaky, but it doesn't have that penis sort of feel.
Let me try again. It does a little bit. It has a little bit of a penisy feel.
Snakes are a bit penisy.
I have no idea what you're saying. How dare you? Are you postulating the idea that snakes are in some way Freudian?
No, I made a film with Jim Carrey with a snake around my neck, with a lemony snicket.
I was in that film.
Oh, you were?
Well, I was cut out, but I was there.
Yes, I remember you.
Yeah. I was there, and then they cut me out. It was one of the high points of my life.
I remember you were sleeping in a wheelbarrow when I met you.
Yeah, that's right. I was dressed as half a lady, half a gentleman.
Yes.
Anyway, you were in that film and you had a snake around your neck, a much bigger one.
Aye, and I thought, this feels like a huge penis around my neck. This is a sad day for me. What kind of movie are you making here?
Well, wait, was there any point in your life where you'd had a huge penis around your neck?
No, but there was a day when I had another snake round my neck. I remember it was... You would go to prison for this now, but I was at the...
Then let me ask you a question. Just think. If you would go to prison for this now, is it wise to tell the story?
Yeah, no, but you'll understand. It's a very simple thing. It was the art galleries in Glasgow.
I've been there.
For a very rare occasion, they had a reptile exhibition, real reptiles in it. And I was there with my sister. And most people go to see the art. We went for a slide. The floors are marble.
The floors are, yeah, you can take your shoes off. Right along, yeah.
And we were going past the reptiles, and the guy said, "Do you like snakes?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And he went, "Flumph," and put a snake around my neck. And I almost had a coronary.
So you actually had a snake around your neck as a child?
And it amazed me that it wasn't slimy. It was...
No, it feels like that, actually. It feels like that little thing there, yeah. And we return to the...
Yes, we return.
Hey, congratulations on this film. I saw the reviews for it when I was in Britain. I was in Scotland over the holidays, and everyone's going crazy for it. They love it. It's you and all these mucky-muck actors.
That's the hardest bit of it, of accepting a role like that. When you look at the lineup, you know. And they said, we were going to get Albert Finney, but he was ill. And then we were going to get Peter O'Toole.
Is that the nice thing to say to you? Well, you're like, we wanted someone else, but you're going to do it, Billy? That'll be fine.
But he thought I looked too young.
You do have nice hair, I will admit that. You look like you'd be great if you had a wind machine. Do you have an open-top car? Do you have a convertible?
No.
You should, because you look great driving down the freeway.
No, the thing about convertibles is your hair blows the wrong way. Your hair blows out like that and whacks you in the eyes. You can hardly... It's one of the great disappointments of convertible. It should blow back, but it doesn't.
I'm crushed.
I tell you. I swear it's true.
No, I believe it. Now when I think about it, I go, oh yeah, that's always been a great disappointment for me as well now. What's left, Billy? What's left?
And I could never drive with my arm round my girlfriend like that either. You know, it was always, nearly killing each other.
Well, you're not a good driver?
I've never been good at those cool things.
Well, that's why you become a comedian, though. I mean, clearly, you can't. I mean, if you're not,
You're
not
inadequate.
cool, it's a desperate desire to appear more confident than you actually are. For example, this sentence I'm in and having trouble with right now. I feel like if I keep opening and closing my hands, things will be all right. But secretly, I know I'm.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Were you over in the old sod for Christmas
Yes, I
time?
was. I had a very quiet Christmas with my daughters and my grandchildren.
And your daughter's ex-boyfriend, or was he not
No,
there?
he's not in this. He's not on the scene anymore.
He's not allowed there anymore?
No, he's not.
Did you wear the necklace in front of your daughter?
Yes. She loves it, yeah.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? It's great.
And we had a very quiet time compared to the normal Scottish New Year that I used to have when I was a drinker.
Oh, yeah, well...
Where you would wake up in a house you didn't recognise.
With bars on the window and armed guards.
And one shoe.
Yeah.
And you have to get out of there and home with one shoe on. Oh, God.
I used to always wake up in Billsland Drive in Glasgow.
Really?
Yeah, Billsland Drive in Glasgow. I've never been there. I don't have any family or friends there, but about at least half a dozen New Years I woke up in Billsland Drive in Glasgow. I think I used to get into taxis and go, Billsland Drive! And it would take me there. Yeah, well...
There's nothing much in Billsland Drive.
Well, I'm there if you get me at the right time. Come and say hello. I'll be there 1st of January.
They used to go from house to house in Scotland, first footing. You know, they called it first footing, like you were the first foot over the threshold of the house.
After midnight.
After the midnight thing. But now they don't do it, you see, because in the old days everybody had the same old crap, you know, they had nothing.
Nothing, that's right.
A radio that didn't work very well. And
good times,
and that's how you told when it was New Year, when a guy played an accordion or something. Oh, hooray!
Yeah.
Oh, hooray!
Another year of rubbish.
Another year.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's freezing. I hope somebody shows up with a jacket on.
But then someone would come with, whiskey and a cake.
Whiskey and a cake and a piece of coal.
Yeah. What was the coal? Coal was for the fire.
Aye. Yeah. And oatmeal.
Yeah.
But then we started to get video players and DVDs and computers and all that stuff. So you don't like people coming casing.
Because they'll take your stuff.
No, they'll come. They'll do all the Happy New Year, but they'll come back in 3 months. So now they all gather in Princess Street in Edinburgh outside.
Oh yeah, it's like Burning Man out there at New Year.
Freeze the bejesus off you.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Oh, I can't.
I don't know, can he? Can you say bejesus? It's kind of like Gravlack in Irish.
I said bejesus.
Like, you can't say that.
Like bed.
So it's me that get into trouble.
It's like Bed, Bath and bejesus.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Billy Connolly. That's quite a compliment.
That's lovely.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with a gentleman I've never met before, pretending that we've known each other for a long time and we're from the same place.
Darling, who are these people? Is it some kind of ghastly nightmare?
I don't wish to alarm you, but at least 2 people here this evening are from Australia.
Good God!
Can he say that? But Jesus. Oh, hey. You've been doing a lot of the acting, though.
Oh, I love it.
Really?
I like doing that, yeah.
No, it's good. You dress
I'm
up.
in The Hobbit as well.
Oh, congratulations. Who do you play?
Dane Ironfoot.
Oh, that's my favourite part. He's the pivotal...
There was a boy in my class at school that...
With an iron foot?
Aye.
Oh, dear.
No, school was different in those days.
Yeah. You had to get an iron foot to get in.
They used to shave your head and paint it purple.
That's right, if you had head lice. Now you get a... No, that's
what
true.
we used to do.
They used to... We've got a nation of stand-up comedians. We're all traumatised. Well, Billy, we're out of time.
And there was people used to get...
What? Oh, okay.
They used to have a Band-Aid over one lens of their glasses.
I remember that. There was a lot of guys in my class.
What was wrong with them?
I don't know. They would wear glasses, but they would have a Band-Aid over one lens.
Outside the glasses?
Yeah, it's like the spectacle had been injured in some way.
Yeah. Or their mother was blind and went, stick it the purple head and a Band-Aid.
We're out of time, Billy. Do you want a coconut?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I've got a selection. Okay, good. My Halloween was very quiet this year, though. I thought about going to the West Hollywood Halloween Carnival, but it's too crowded. There's 400,000 people this year. If you've never been to West Hollywood, it's over that way. It's very different from regular. So it's different from regular Hollywood. In regular Hollywood, that's where people claw their way to the top. And in West Hollywood, they claw their way to the bottom. Exactly.